Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back. Let's start with the first question. And today we are going to talk about how good or how bad your memory is. All right. So we're going to have some a conversation about past and things you have in your memory and your most vivid memories, if you can remember, of course. And the first question is, how different would your life be if you had a perfect memory? What would be different in your life if you had a perfect memory? Julian Amour, please start with this question.
You know, this is a tricky question for me because it's one of my, I would not say the biggest pet peeve, but I would say that it annoys me a lot because sometimes I just go to another room and I forget what I was going to do. So life would be perfect. Everything I've learned so far would be fresh in my mind, I think. And I could not forget all the things I have learned so far. So I could apply it in all sectors of my life. I think in that sense would be perfect.
Yeah, this is very, very interesting about learning. Yeah, learning would be very easy. All right, Bia Coimbra. Bia, how different would your life be if you had a perfect memory?
I think that everything would be different because my memory is terrible, mainly after COVID-19. I don't know why, but my memory just got worse than it was before it. And yeah, I think my life would be like really awesome. I wouldn't have to take notes, and I do it a lot. There is a notebook here. I'm not taking notes from this meeting, but I have a notebook here because I take notes all the time, and because I have a bad memory and I don't trust in my memory at all. So it would be perfect, as Julia said.
Neither do I.
But Bia, you said that, have you got COVID?
Yes.
Oh, because everybody I know mentions the same thing, that the memory got worse.
Yeah, same for me. Everyone that I know says the same thing. And for me, it was really bad because I can feel that my memory wasn't good, but now it's worse. I don't know why. It's just of COVID, I guess. But if you say something to me in one or two phrases after that, I just forget what you said before sometimes. So sometimes it's really bad. Mainly when someone, for example, is reading, is telling me to write a list for something. I just forget what you mentioned in the first time, when I'm writing a list, for example.
Yeah. You are mute, Yuri.
Hello.
Yes, I'm muted. Yeah. I saw that now. All right, Ariadne, welcome. And Ariadne,
Hi.
Hi, hello. How are you? Ariadne, we are talking about how good our memories, how good or bad our memories are. And the first question is, how different would your life be if you had a perfect memory? All right. I will ask now to Claudio. Claudio, can you answer this question, please?
Of course. Hello, guys. Definitely, I think will be perfect because we won't spend a lot of money with make curse and a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about we can run away the difficult situation, like when meet someone, then when meet these people again in some place, and then you forget your name. So it's very, you be shy because this, man. So I think is you won't spend a lot of money. You can be embarrassing in some situations.
Yeah, it would be good. It would be very good to remember the names of the people we know, because I have this problem. It's I have to repeat the name of the person. I know. I repeat a lot. Twice. The person doesn't. The person doesn't notice, that I'm repeating. I try to make it in a way that the person is not going to notice, but it's very, very bad. I forget every time. Vanderly or Vanderly? Are you here with us? I think he's AFK.
Sorry, Vanelli.
Vanderly.
Yes.
All right. Can you answer this question? How different would your life be if you had a perfect memory?
My memory is terrible. After I have COVID, my memory got worse. I think I would have had a better. I think that if I had a perfect memory, I would have a better professional career and would have learned English. That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry.
We could remember all the words.
Sorry, I'm beginning in English conversation.
You are, is it your first time here?
In this class, yes.
In this class. So welcome.
I'm participating in other class.
Make yourself at home, all right? All right, Endo, your turn.
Yeah, I would agree. Just to, speak a little bit about other side, because I think we have a lot of emotions controlled by the mental mood or something like that, our memory. So I think it will be very terrible, to have a very good memory, because, feeling the same emotion repeatedly, I think it would be terrible. And oh my God, I like my memory is, I don't know, maybe I have a good memory, but sometimes I like to, to forget something, because, just to be good, stay in a good mood, do not take that thing seriously.
Yes. Yes. I would mention that, that, some things we need to forget.
Yeah.
Really good point. All right. Thank you, Endo. Ariadne, your turn.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
I totally agree. Sorry, I'm very cold here. I totally agree with the last one. Sorry, I forgot the name. So if I had a good memory, I would remember all these names. And yeah, I agree with both sides. For me, in day by day, I think I would be better to find the things I lost all times. Where is my cell phone? Where is I think my memory could help with this too. And also maybe can be a little bit bad if all the time you still remember bad things happen with you, but I think most would be better, most than the worst. I don't know if it's correct, this sentence, sorry guys, but I think you could understand.
Very clear. We understand very clear. So the conclusion is, all right, the conclusion is it's good to have a better memory, not a perfect one. Yeah, we don't need to remember everything. So we can choose and select some memories. All right, guys, you have already answered the second question. Do you have a good or bad memory? And I think we are in the group of the bad memory. Yeah, the people with bad memories. So let's answer the third one. And what's your most vivid memory? When was it? Can you tell us in detail about it? I want you to try to remember your 5 senses, all right? So a good and vivid memory, it's when you can remember, for example, the sounds, the taste, you know, the texture of something you have touched or you touched in your memory. Things like that. All right. Oh, Ariadne, sorry, I can send the questions again. For sure. Okay, that I've sent. All right. So first, I want to start with Bia. Bia, can you answer this question? Do you have?
Yeah, sure. To be honest, when you mentioned a vivid memory, I remembered about a dream that I had, and it is really strange because usually I wake up and I don't remember my dreams. If I dreamed or not, I just don't remember. And but once I had a dream that it was really, really vivid, and I can, if I close my eyes, I'm in the dream, you know. So that's really strange, I guess.
Was it a good dream?
I don't know. It was a strange dream. I was just walking a road, and then there was I don't know how can I say that in English. Not grave, but that rock that stays in a grave, you know. I don't know how can I say that. It's like lápide in Portuguese. And then there was a lot of these things, and I don't know why, but I was just walking in this road, and that was a dream, just that.
And you remember?
So it was a straight dream, and it was like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, I don't know. And but if I close my eyes, I am in this dream, you know. I don't know why.
Very weird, because your memory decided to save a memory that's not reality. Yeah, it's a dream.
Yeah, that's really random.
Really, really. All right, thank you. Julian Amor, what's your most vivid memory? When was it? Can you tell us in detail?
Yes, I have lots of good stories to tell you, but I'm going to take the example, Bia's example. I had a dream, a very weird dream. My goodness, I think it was around 30 years ago. I was in the Middle Ages. I could see I was in a castle. It was super weird. I remember details, the smell, everything you mentioned. I was in a castle, and it seems, you know, the impression I have that I was, you know, cheating the person I was married to, because it was dark in the night. I was wearing, it was not a hoodie like this, but you know that coat that you have a hoodie, and I was walking in the backyard at night, and out of the blue, a man in a white horse came, and then he started fighting against another one. And out of the blue, I woke up and I said, oh my gosh, I think I was killed in the middle of it, but it was super weird.
An adventure, a real adventure.
I don't know if you were with us. Bia, I think you were there. Do you remember one happy hour we had that we had a game that we had to prepare a play?
Yeah, I do. I
Okay,
remember that.
and we created a story based on that dream. My
I
group
really
created a story based on that dream. It was super funny.
I really like this dream. Very, very funny. Interesting. And the man in the white horse, and they were fighting very, very
Fighting with a sword and everything. It was it was just not only weird, but it was spooky, you know, because it was dark. But anyway, yeah.
Thank you, Julia. Very good story. Ariadne, what's your most vivid memory? Can you share with us?
Oh my God, have it to be just dreams because I don't remember my dreams.
No. Your most vivid memory. Julia and Bia, they
Sorry,
share
it was my fault.
dreams. Yeah, it's very, very weird for me, but it's very interesting too. But you can remember, you can tell us any vivid memory, a real memory or a dream that you
Yeah,
have in your...
it can be a real memory. I remember I was 6 years old, and I remember the day my brother was born was raining a lot here in São Paulo, and somebody called my school to say, oh, your brother's going to born, and you have to go there, and your grandmother is going to pick up you early. And I said, oh, okay. I arranged all my things, and I waited to my grandmother, and then she started to drive, but it was raining a lot, and I don't know how to say enchente, but I don't know how to say, but it was a lot of that here in São Paulo, and the car could not pass in the views, you know. Yes, thanks, Julia. Flute, and the car could not pass, and I remember to say, no, go ahead, my grandma. I need to see my brother. So 2 hours then of traffic, a lot of traffic. We crossed the city. We arrived at the time my brother was born, you know, and was how can I say, television. I don't know how to say in English. Tava passando na TV. Was in live at the hospital. Tava passando na TV do hospital.
I
Na
understand.
salinha, sabe?
All right.
Live on TV. Thank you, Julia. I'm use French all my day, so I make a lot of mistakes with French. So sorry, guys. The words in English don't came really fast, but is this we just arrived at the same moment my brother was born in the TV of the hospital, you know, in a private room for the families. It was really nice. It was like a victory, you know.
Very good. It was like a victory after all these, you know, adventures on the way.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Good and very vivid memory. And from a very old moment, you know, because you were just a child, 6 years. 6 years old.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't remember anything.
This was something that marked me a lot. It was in these days, I remember all the time. I said to him, was a really difficult day, but at the end was good.
Yeah, crazy. All right, thank you, Ariadne. Vanderly, what's What's your most vivid memory? Can you tell us?
Okay. I am 52 years old and I was born on a farm. So when I see and I feel the rain, or I see trees, or I see rivers, I remember hometown. I remember being very happy, playing the field without shoes and not worrying about anything. For me, it's that. that that's it.
All right, and it's very interesting, Vandali, because yeah, it's our memories. They are connected to things and to our five senses, and things that we touched, we tasted, yeah, we saw,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
something we heard in the past. Yeah, so it's very interesting for me because the smell of something, you know, it happens a lot when you break a relationship, and and the smell of the other person is everywhere you go. Yeah, you are in the mall and you walk on the street and you smell, oh, what the hell? What's that? Even here, what's the problem? And the memories, you know, go. But if it was a good relationship, you will have good memories. If it was a bad relationship, I'm sorry for you. All right. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let me try to answer this one. My most vivid memory, I think I have a lot of them. I think the seventh question, as people grow older, sometimes the distant past is easier to remember than the near past. It happens with me. Yeah, it happens with me now because I have a lot of memories from my childhood that it's more vivid now than it was a few years ago. And I remember me and my dad, we were in the car in a Chevette, you know, he had a Chevette, and we were together and we went to the beach. And I remember all the way to the beach until today, because it's close to my home, it's next here, all the way we went through to go to the beach. And I remember the Chevette, you know, on the road, and it was really, I remember the smell of the car, inside of the car, and the car was really hot, really hot. It was very it is a very vivid memory to today. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's jump to the question number 5. Have you ever forgotten something important, like your keys or your phone? Can you tell us what you did? Ariadne, please.
Oh my God, this answer was for me. Yesterday, I went out to my home. I picked the keys of my father's, oh my God, my brother's keys, sorry. And I just got out, went to the gym. And when I came back home, I realized that I was not with my key. And my key have the control of the garage. I don't know if it's correct that. And when I arrived, I could not open to the car, entering the garage. So I had to call my brother and say, oh, I'm sorry, I went out with your key. And he said, oh, and I went with yours, sorry, I'm going back soon. And I went in the car for 30 minutes. It was like, oh my God, what I did, why I did not realize it. Because the chaveiro is different, you know, that thing you put in the key, it's totally different. I just closed the door and went out. It was just like that. And I don't have a good memory at all. I didn't pay attention. It was that. My situation was yesterday.
Look, Ariadne, I have to share this. Yesterday, I had the same experience. I went to deliver a key to a person that has forgotten, the keys. And I went there and I gave my keys instead of, the other person's key. And when I came back home and I tried to enter, I realized that they weren't my keys. So I had to go back and,
Oh my God.
and change, the thing. So it's more a confusion than a memory problem, but yeah, I'm a little bit like that. A disaster sometimes, an ambulance disaster sometimes. All right, Julia.
Probably the same happened in the past, but if it did, I had forgotten. So I would say that today, for example, I went out to have my lunch and I had to go to the drugstore to buy something. Guess what? And when I got here, I said, oh my gosh, now I have to take that medicine. Oh, I forgot to buy it. So that kind of stuff happens on a daily basis,
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah.
when we have good memory, that kind of stuff happens every day.
Look, I take insulin. I'm diabetic type 1. All right. So I take insulin since I was 16 years old. So what's the problem? What's the problem with me? Sometimes I forget I've already taken insulin and I've already taken insulin and I take twice and I have to eat twice. It's not so bad because I eat twice and I like to eat. I love eating, so it's good, but it's dangerous sometimes. Yeah, but I do that. Not a lot, but I do that sometimes. Yeah, my memory is not so good, during the days. Vanderly, have you ever lost something really important for you? Like your keys, your phone, money, maybe?
Sorry, what's the number of the question?
The question number 4. Have you ever forgotten something important? Like your keys or your phone or money or other thing that was important for you?
I can't think.
Yes, you can.
Ok. Não. Acho melhor perguntar para outra pessoa. Eu vou tentando montar as ideias aqui.
No worries, no worries. Let's move on to the next question, and after that, if you have the answer, you can just call me on chat and I'll give you the word. All right.
Okay.
So, people, Julia, have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there? Oh my God, why am I here? What do I have to do? What's my name?
This happens every single day. So
every day,
every single day. So I am here doing something, and then I go to the kitchen. Oh, I forgot to buy, and then I stop and say, what am I doing here? So it happens. That's why I said, I cannot say that it's my biggest pet peeve, but it annoys me a lot. So this morning I was talking to somebody on the phone and I say, I have to tell you something. And I could not remember what it was. So after 3 or 4 hours, I remembered every day. So, oh my goodness.
I always open the fridge and I forget, and I stay there for 5 minutes and I
say, what am I doing here? What do I have to do?
What do I have to get here?
And sometimes I open the fridge to take a book and put the book into the fridge. I say, Julia, what are you doing? Or I exchange taps of things. I say, so sometimes it's, and sometimes it can be dangerous. Sometimes I, I put water to boil to make a coffee, and then I go to another room and I forget the water there. And then I just remember that I put the water to boil because I can feel the smell. The other day I slept and then I could feel the smell that it was burning. So it can be dangerous sometimes.
It can be very dangerous.
Yes.
Okay, Ariadne. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there?
Yes, always I do that too. But I am trying to not make this, but I always do that. Even today, I was I can't remember now what I picked, but I came to the kitchen and I remember, I need to wash my clothes. And then I came back to the room. I went to the kitchen, I was like, why I'm doing that all the time. And it's a point with my therapist, because she's saying for me to try the mindfulness, the meditation, to calm down and to pay attention more in what are we doing at the moment, because it's sorry for my cat, because it's really hard, because she said for me that this is we don't pay attention to what at the present, so it's not a problem. Like you said, the other question, we are not paying attention yes, we're not paying attention at the present, so it's harder to remember. We always, like Julia said, put the water to boil, and we forgot because we are not at the moment there. We are putting the water there, and then you remember to do other thing, and then you remember other thing. You don't wait to the water get hot. So it's happened all the time here.
All right. Thank you, Ariadne. It's very, very fun. All right. Sorry. Yeah. It's a very funny. Those two questions were very funny because we always remember funny situations where you become a little bit, oh my gosh, what's happening to me? What's happening in my mind? Why am I forgetting things like that? But I think it's normal of course, if it's not happening every time, maybe you need to, I believe that mindfulness is very, very important for everyone. I think everyone would try that, because not only because of memory, but because of breathe, you breathe in, you breathe out. It's something that when we don't do that in a conscious way. So I think it's very important, very hard to do, but very important too. So, all right, Vanderly, yes, you can stay as a listener. All right. So let's jump to the next question. The next question is, have you ever forgotten an important date? Now I want you to remember, all right, an occasion where you've forgotten an important date of someone important for you, like a birthday or anniversary, or something like that, a date important for a person, and you totally, you have forgotten. Julia Namu, have you ever had this experience?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes, what I say, that the internet, social media, for me, is one of the not the worst things that have happened in our lives, but it's a good one. Likewise, why? Because of Facebook, I can remember everybody's birthday.
Yeah.
In the past, I couldn't. But honestly, I don't remember. But definitely, probably that situation happened to me, and it's easy. A belated birthday, and that's it. But of course, sometimes I don't even remember when it's mine. So, so that's what I can say.
Julia, I love talking to you. Your stories are always very, very funny. Ariadne, your turn. Have you ever had?
Yes, I remember 2 times. The first time I forgot the birthday of my best friend, and she get really mad with me because we were talking, but I forgot, it was her day, and we'll go celebrate at the next weekend. So I didn't remember to say, but it was okay. She got really mad with me, but in the weekend, she forgave me. And this month, I forgot the anniversary of, how can I say, de namoro? My dating anniversary, and was like at night. And I remember I saw the day in my cell phone, and I said, oh, but he forgot you. So I got mad with him, not with me. Because I remembered first. So I asked him, you're not forgetting anything? But was this at these 2 times I can remember, like Julia said, it's even hard to remember when it happens, no? And you, Yuri, did it happen with you?
Yes. I have forgotten the birthday of my friend, my really close friend, and she got really mad with me. And yeah, it was really interesting because after that I tried a lot of things to make her happy and really to surprise her, so I created that gift, very manufactured, and I did a lot of things. Yes, I took pictures. I've printed pictures from our past, everything to make her more, to touch her, in her heart. So I did a great job. So after I have forgotten the birthday, I did a lot of stuff to get her back. Yeah, by the end of the day, by the end of the week, she was okay with me, and she was looking at me, like this way. These photos, cute. Yeah, all right. I like that. I like that. And I said, no, you like me too. You're my friend. You're like my sister. Don't do that. I'm sorry. I was in a hurry, And she said, okay. I'll forget that. All right, guys. The next question is, as people grow older, sometimes the distant past is easier to remember, like I said before, than the near past. Why do you think this is? Have you ever seen examples of this? Julia. Does this happen to you? Have
Honestly, frankly speaking, I don't know what to say, because guys, I'm going to be 60 pretty soon, and I have to tell you that memory is something that I know for sure how to talk about, but never have I thought about it if I have a more memory intertwined to my past than a near events in my life. Well, I'm just teasing you, but if I think deeply, I have a good memory, right? But this instantaneous things, if I have to go to the kitchen, I forget, but I don't remember. I don't remember if you, I mean, I don't know. I think I can remember important facts, either if it was in the past or in the present. I remember then, but if I think more about the past, or if I come again?
You don't see a difference between?
No, but I would say that, of course, memory is not the same. Otherwise, I would, I could apply everything I've learned so far in all areas of my life, but yeah, maybe with age. Aging is something very good because your memory is selected. You know, you get selected. Oh, this I'm going to occupy this in my Winchester, right? The thing, part of my memory. So this is not worthwhile remembering. So you get it. When you are younger, you keep vivid the thing. So you want to feel the thing, and then you go, you see your story. I mean, the story you have just mentioned, that you tried words of endearment with your friend, you know, no matter what you try, she was a little bit pissed, and then when you get old, so you say, okay, oh, you want to get mad, no problem. I know you're gonna get better, and then you're gonna talk to me. So you don't make efforts. That's it. It's just to.
All right.
To shoot the breeze.
All right. Thank you, Julia. Guys, the time is, yeah. All right. I want to ask two questions that are important for me to ask. That are, if you could edit your memories, do you have a memory, and a specific memory that you would erase, and why? If you want to share the memory, you can, of course, but if you would erase it, maybe you don't want to share, you don't want to remember, but maybe why would you erase this memory? Julia, I think Ariadne is a little bit.
So there are lots of examples, but there is one that just popped up. I remember I was working as a bilingual assistant in a company.
Right.
And my boyfriend was waiting for me. It was 6 o'clock, and my boss, Julia, can you translate that letter? And then I translated, and the last sentence was, quero expressar minha profunda decepção com esse comitê. I remember the sentence. And I so fast translated. I wanted to express my deep deception with this committee. The day after, when I arrived in the office, it was, at that time, it was fax, okay? You were not even born. It was a copy of a fax over my table, and it was circled with the liaison partner in the United States saying, she wants to say disappointment, because deception in English is a false cognate. It means underhand dealings, when you try to deceive people. So that feeling of a huge mistake that I made in English, man, up to today, I know, but I learned. It was funny. My boss started yelling at me, "Are you calling me David?" I say, "Oh my gosh, now I lost my work. I'm fired." But that situation I would erase, delete it completely, because up to now I can feel what I felt, the embarrassment, the fear. I was, terrible.
And you, okay, great. I love your stories. Ariadne, if you could edit your memories, would you erase any one of them?
I don't know, maybe a bad things that I can remember, that I had a father. The marriage with my mother was really bad and was really aggressive. I think was more with that bad memories,
I know, I understand it.
But
A lot of,
it's really difficult to explain in English. Even in Portuguese, it's difficult to talk about, but in English, it's even worse to explain. But I think this, and I'm sorry because the delivery came from my brother, so I have to call it him.
no
That's
worries.
why I.
Look, we are close to the end of our meeting today, but I'd like to ask you to do another thing to balance your mood. All right. So I asked you a bad memory, a memory that you would erase, you would forget, and please don't sleep thinking about it. So after the meeting, try to think which memories would you make clearer and more vivid. Try to think about one special one that you would, make something, to maybe a movie and watch again and again because the feeling was very good, because the experience was very good. So do that, please. And I want to say thank you all, guys, for being here with me in my first day coming back. All right. So I would like to ask you, please answer the feedback. I almost, let me share the link with you, because I think I will forget. Just a second, guys, please. I have to share the links with you for the survey so please go there, answer. Oh my gosh, sorry. Right, just one more second. Okay, it's here. The link is on chat, so please answer the survey. Tell us your opinion. It's very important for us. It's very important for TNT to know your feedback. And that's it. See you in the next talk and talks. Bye-bye. Have a great night with your
You have
memory.
a great one. Have a great
Bye.
one. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. See ya.